Hey guys, how's it going? With the legendary Trials engine, Igneous Hammer coming back to the loot pool with some new perks this season, I figured what would be a better way to celebrate that than making a video, going over all the new and returning perks, how Igneous compares to other popular 120s, and most importantly, to find out the perfect Igneous roll for you. If that sounds like something you would enjoy, then maybe consider dropping a sub, as I would really appreciate it, and I make PvP focused videos like this one that you might enjoy. Now, let's jump straight into it with the perks. Starting off with the barrel, magazine, and masterwork. The reason I'm combining these three columns into one is they mostly accomplish the same thing, that being providing stats. So I'm going to tell you what stats we should be focusing on, recommend a couple masterworks barrels and magazines, then let you go with the best barrel or mag that is on your Igneous. As for the stats we're going to be focusing on, those will primarily be range and stability. Range for the extended damage fall off, and stability for the decreased flinch and reduced recoil. You can probably guess what masterworks we're going to go for here, those being range and stability, preferring range. And as for what barrels I'd recommend, hammer forged rifling, small bore, extended barrel, or full bore. As for the magazines, I would go for either high caliber rounds, ricochet rounds, armor piercing rounds, or light mag. Like I said before, these are all loose recommendations, and I would just go with what fits in the best with your role. Now, moving on to the third column perks. Starting off, I'm not going to recommend Encore due to the requirement of getting a kill for just stats, Slick Draw because it cuts what is essentially your aim assist in half and makes the weapon almost unusable, Rangefinder because it no longer gives range, and finally Heal Clip because, well, just look at how much health you get back. That's for getting a kill and reloading. Boys, I think we may have found the new worst perk in the game. Moving on from that very disappointing note, let's take a look at the perks in the third column that are actually worth using. Those being Rapid Hit due to the stacking stability and reload speed, both stats that feel very nice on 120s, plus the fact that you only have to hit headshots to proc it. Fragile Focus because it gives 20 range when you are above 70 shield. And lastly, Keep Away, as it gives 10 range, 30 stability, and narrows your accuracy cone by 5%, all for the low price of keeping your opponents away. Now, I know you guys are really excited to hear me talk even more about imaginary perks on imaginary guns, so that's what I'm going to do with the fourth column of perks, starting off by getting the bad ones out of the way. Incandescent is one of these very bad ones. So is Frenzy, because, well, it takes 12 seconds to proc. It also doesn't even allow you to 2-tap. Golden Tricorn is also one of these very bad perks because, well, are we really build crafting this hard in PvP? The odds of actually proccing Golden Tricorn 2 times are lower than me uploading more than once in a week. Looking a little not great there, not gonna lie. Now for the actually good perks in the fourth column. The first of which being Precision Instrument, a new perk this season that allows you to do more precision damage for each hit in rapid succession. Now this perk doesn't buff your damage enough to allow you to 2-tap from base, but it does allow you to play a little farther away while still obtaining your optimal TTK due to the slight damage increase. So I'd say Precision Instrument on Igneous is good, but not the best. Another good perk in the fourth column is Opening Shot, because it provides range, aim assist, and stability on your first shot after not shooting for 3 seconds. But the way you proc Opening Shot is both a benefit and a downside, due to the fact that you almost always have it up for the first shot of the engagement without much effort, but on the other hand, you only are benefiting from that first shot of the engagement, and there are perks that can benefit you for the entire fight. One of these other perks is Moving Target. It grants 10 aim assist and allows you to move side to side faster. That doesn't sound like much, but the fact that it's just there and you don't have to proc it is really nice. Plus, for peek shooting, Moving Target does seem to make it significantly easier to peek in and out of cover. But I don't think Moving Target is the best in the fourth column. That title goes to Eye of the Storm. Eye of the Storm is a very simple yet effective perk, giving increased handling and decreased cone growth the lower your health becomes, reaching its peak at critical health. Also, quick side note, decreased cone growth just essentially means it's easier for you to hit your shots after shooting than it usually is. Eye of the Storm has been by far the perk that has made the most difference across all the roles I tried for this review, and I'll definitely be going for an Adept God roll with Eye of the Storm on it this weekend, as I think you probably should too. So now that we have the new Igneous unlocked perk-wise, we can start looking at how Igneous greatly succeeds and also falls short compared to other 120 RPM hand cannons. The first issue Igneous has when compared to other 120s is the fact that it's missing both Kill Clip and Explosive Payload. Two perks that, in my opinion, bring 120s to the next level, with Kill Clip allowing you to cut your time to kill in half on all Guardians under 9 rezo, and Explosive Payload giving greatly increased flinch to the Guardian being hit, while also giving half of your bullet no damage fall off. But even though these perks are very important, they aren't everything, a fact that becomes extremely apparent when comparing what, in my opinion, is the best 120 that has Kill Clip on it to Igneous. And Igneous completely blows round robin out of the water stat-wise. with the round robin only having a single higher stat than Igneous Hammer, that being 2 more recoil direction. And the story gets even better for Igneous when comparing it to the best explosive payload hand cannon, Bottom Dollar. Bottom Dollar doesn't have a single higher stat than Igneous Hammer. So yeah, Igneous doesn't have 2 very essential perks, which is something that you should definitely keep in mind. But when it comes to a 120 RPM hand cannon that is just good at being an amazing feeling hand cannon that won't ever let you down, Igneous Hammer is unmatched, and I'm definitely going to be using it this season in PvP. And I think you should definitely hop into trials this weekend, get an Igneous, have fun. Thanks so much for watching, and real quick, I have a kept confidence review coming up soon, and also part 2 to what your favorite hand cannon says about you. So stay tuned, maybe sub if that sounds like something you'd be interested in. Love seeing all your beautiful faces. Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for 1,000 subs. Never thought we'd be here, but we are. Bye.